Hi, Miss Becky.
Hey, how are you, Katie?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Are you ready to do an adventurer award today?
Yes.
Well, I was thinking we could do the Homecraft award because I know that you like doing crafts.
I do. I really do.
So this award is all about different crafts that you can make. And I thought it would be right up your alley.
Yes, I'm so excited. What kind of crafts are we going to make?
Well, we're going to do a whole bunch, but the first one that we're going to make is we're going to need to make a structure out of toothpicks.
You're making crafts out of toothpicks?
You've got it.
Cool. Show me how.
So what we're going to do is you can get directions or instructions in the Google Classroom underneath the Homecraft award. Okay, and there's a paper you can print out. And we're going to try with our toothpicks to make something that represents light. So a 3D star, or maybe you could try to make a flashlight or a lantern. Something like that.
Sure, yeah,
And you can use, you have to obviously got to get them to stick together, right?
Yeah,
that'd be hard to do otherwise. So you can decide what you want to do there. You can use marshmallows or gumdrops or glue or whatever you want to use to stick them together, okay?
I like gumdrops.
Yes, well, you can't eat them all. You actually have to use them for the toothpicks.
Well, that's no fun. Maybe I'll use glue, but eat the gumdrops.
Okay, well, you can talk to your mom about that one.
Okay.
I don't know how many gumdrops she's thinking she wants you eating.
That's true.
Okay, so that's the first thing you have to do, and you can find that in the craft section of Google Classroom.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. The second thing that you need to do is you need to make a cross stitch. Have you ever made a cross stitch before?
No.
Well, cross stitch is really cool. You use thread and a needle, and you can make really, really pretty designs on woven fabric.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I brought some to see because I wasn't sure if you knew what it was or not.
Yeah, I want to see some.
Okay, so here is a cross stitch. Now, this is much more intricate than what I would have you make.
That would take forever.
Yeah, so my mom made this one for me when I was in high school.
I almost feel like I can pet the polar bear.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is an example of a cross stitch, and this is a pretty complicated one, but it's really cool. Can you see when you look in there, can you see that there's little X's on there? All those colors are little X's.
That is crazy.
It's really, really fun. Okay, so that's one. Let me show you another one I have.
Okay.
So here is another one I have.
Oh, wow.
Now this one's kind of cool. I don't know if you can tell or not, but all of the letters in Vermont, these are all actually beads.
That is neat.
And then all the picture things, that's all cross-stitched.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I have a cross-stitch for you, and it's, again, in the Arts and Crafts section of Google Classroom. And it's a picture of a lantern.
Oh, that's really cool. We can do a lantern for light and camping. I get it.
Right. So it's a really simple pattern, and I think you'll be able to do it. So if you look in the Arts and Crafts, underneath that cross-stitch thing, you'll find the pattern. There's a YouTube video if you need help because you haven't ever done any cross-stitch before.
Okay.
And there's directions. All the things that you need should be right there. And if you get stuck, you can always ask for help, okay?
Okay.
Cool. All right. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to learn how to thread a needle and put on a button.
I know how to put buttons on.
Yeah? How's that?
I ask my mom and they go on.
Well, I'm going to show you how your mom does it.
Oh.
Okay, so let's talk
I thought
about,
it was magic.
it's something like that. Yeah, let's talk about threading a needle though. So I have a needle here, and this is a really big needle. We wouldn't actually ever use this needle for putting a button on.
It would have to be a really big button.
Yeah, but I'm going to use it to show you how to thread the needle, because these needles are what we're going to use to thread.
That's tiny. How do you get anything through that little hole?
Yeah, it's a little tricky. So you can see they actually, I don't know if you can see or not. Can you see they have, this is the smallest and second. This one's actually really pretty big. And then this one's, I don't know, a little smaller. So there are lots of different kinds of needles, and some of them are harder to thread than other ones.
I guess so.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to show you first on this big needle how to thread
Okay, that
it.
sounds good.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, can you see how the end of my thread here, it looks kind of fuzzy?
Yes.
Yeah, so we don't want it to be fuzzy. So we're going to take our scissors and we're going to snip that right off.
Snip.
Now, do you see how it's nice? It's not fuzzy anymore. It's really a sharp
that looks
edge.
much better.
Okay, so then we can take our thread and put it right through, and it'll go right through because it won't get all caught
That
up.
looks so easy.
Well, with some practice and a big needle, it helps. Okay, so there you go. We've got that all done. Now, if you are going to, there's a couple of ways to do this. So, number one, you could, some people just tie a knot on one end of the thread, and then they just use a single thread to sew things.
Oh.
Okay? Some people like to use two threads at the same time. They feel like it's a little more sturdy.
Okay.
So sometimes people will knot one end, or sometimes people will just knot two ends.
Kind of knot them together.
Right, knot them together. So, and then your needle can't fall out.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's kind of handy.
Yeah.
So you're just going to do an overhand knot, whichever way you want to do it. So we're gonna overlap the thread and then tuck it around, just like that.
Ooh, okay.
You want me to show you again? Let's see if I can do it again. So we're gonna overlap the thread, and then tuck it in around, and then you just pull it tight, and there you go.
Okay.
So my knot's way up here, which means I have a lot of tail. So you might want to put it down farther, because once you go to use this, that knot is going to stop your thread from going through your fabric.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so that's pretty easy, right?
All right.
So now what we've got to do is we've got to thread we've got to sew on a button. So first to do that, we've got to get a needle that's going to go through a button. So now I've got this little piece of red thread.
That is so tiny.
And I've got this needle here. Okay, so that end looks pretty good to me. It doesn't look too hairy, but we'll give it a shot and see.
Would you like me to play you some music?
No.
Do 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 do. Oh yay! You got
There
it!
we go. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double this, because I think that's gonna be easier for sewing on a button. So
Okay.
we'll come to the end and we'll tie our knot. Okay. And then we need to find a button to sew on. So I have a big box of buttons here.
Whoa! Look at all those buttons.
Aren't those cool?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to show you, you might notice some buttons come with 2 holes, and some buttons come with 4 holes.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 holes, if you know how to do 4 holes, 2 holes is really easy. You just go up and down and up and down and up and down. So that's easy. So I'm going to show you how to do 4 holes, and then I think 2 holes will make sense too, okay?
Okay.
All right. So we'll use this big white button, and we're going to use this green fabric. It's going to look a little like Christmas, I guess.
Yeah,
So
with a red thread.
with the red thread. So we've got our thread all tied, a knot in the end. And what we're going to do is we're going to figure out where we want to put our button, and then find on the back end where we want to go up. So we're going to just push our needle through the thread and through the button.
Okay.
Pull it all the way up. And then we're going to go diagonal
Oh,
back
okay.
down through. That's pretty easy, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Now, on the back side,
So far, I'm with you.
on the back side, we're actually, this one's a little tricky, but we're going to go just directly across. So this one isn't diagonal. We're going to go directly across and pull it back through. See where we're at so far?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're going to come back diagonal through this one.
Oh, so like an X.
So you're making an X on the top.
X marks the spot for
And
the button.
on the bottom, you're actually going to have something that looks a little like an equal sign.
Oh, cool.
So see it there? That's what it should look like on the back.
X equals good button.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to do that again. So probably another 4 times to really get that button sewn on pretty solidly, okay?
Okay.
So,
I think I can handle that.
yeah. Did you know it was that easy?
No.
Your mom is magic, but this you can do.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you get to...
Don't tell my mom. I like her magic buttons.
Yeah. Okay, so when you get to the very end, you're going to tie a little knot in the end, okay? So I like to pick up a little bit of the fabric with my needle, and then I'm just going to loop it through that hole that I made. So do you see that?
Yes.
And then we're just going to pull it. And then
Whoa.
we're going to cut the extra off.
And that's it?
And that's it.
Voila button?
Voila button.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've got to practice doing this.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, so find a button, and you can understand, right? If you only had 2 holes now, you would just go up in one
and
hole,
down,
up, down in the other,
down,
up in
up
one,
and
down in the
down.
other. Right.
Yes.
So that's pretty easy. This is the tricky one, this 4-holed one.
Okay.
Okay,
What's next?
So the button thing we've got. Okay, so the next is going to be another craft project. Weird, huh?
That's pretty crafty.
So this one we want to do is, if you go, again, all of these crafts are in the arts and crafts section of Google Classroom. So this one, we're going to make a glass jar with colored tissue paper on the outside.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so I think this one's going to be really fun too. So you can use a recycled jar. So after you get done eating pickles, spaghetti, that's a pretty big jar. Jelly, something like that. You have to see if you can find a clear jar. Then you're going to put some glue on the outside, thinned out, and then you're going to put your tissue paper on it, wait for it to dry, and then glue it again.
Oh,
and then, if you kind of have a small jar, you could use that and put like a little tea light in it, and it would
that sounds pretty.
Yeah, it would glow all really cool, pretty colors. And if you have a bigger one, you could put flowers in it, and it would be a pretty vase.
It's Too bad we missed Mother's Day.
Yeah. Well, that's true, but you could still make it for your mom.
I could. I think her birthday's coming up.
There you go. Perfect. Okay. Next craft, after you get done with the paper jar craft,
Okay.
is we need to make a refrigerator magnet.
Well, that sounds handy.
Yeah, I think that one's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And again, guess where we're going to find the directions for that?
Google Classroom.
Right.
Arts and crafts section.
You've got it.
I've been paying attention.
So I found this really cool craft that I think you're going to like. And you can make little animals
I like animals.
out of clothespins. And
I have a cat.
you do?
Mm-hmm. His name is Smokey.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, you could make a clothespin magnet of Smokey.
Oh! I love it! I think Smokey would like it too.
I think you're probably right. So you can go and look at that and you can start working on that craft.
Okay.
Okay? You and Smokey. Smokey maybe could help you.
Really?
No.
Oh.
I think Smokey would just knock everything off the table.
Maybe Smokey could help me paint?
Maybe he could. Maybe you could just look at him for inspiration.
Okay.
Okay, so the next thing that you need to do is you need to make a picture from either household items or from food.
These are getting a little weird.
So, well, have you ever made...
So wait. Let me get this straight. You are asking me to play with my food.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe not during mealtime, though.
Oh.
So,
I was just gonna tell my mom.
So, one of the ways that you could do this is if you're having pancakes on Sunday morning.
I love pancakes.
You could make small pancakes, and then decorate them, or use the shapes to make different animals.
Like a Mickey Mouse pancake?
Like a Mickey Mouse pancake.
I like those.
And you can use fruit.
I think they taste better that way.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
So you could use fruit to make Mickey Mouse face or whatever.
Okay.
That'd be kind of fun, right?
That does sound like fun.
Yeah. Okay. Or you can use some household items. So you could use toilet paper tubes and some paint and stamp, or
okay.
all sorts of things. The sky is the limit. Find some things at home that maybe you could paint with, or you could make into a project, and see what you can come up with.
I think I can handle that.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we need to make 2 items from things that would normally be thrown away. So 2 recycled crafts.
So like the toilet paper roll.
Right, or the vase jar.
The vase jar. Is that a 2-for-1 special?
It might be. There's also some instructions to make a recycled lantern.
Oh, cool.
It's got a lot of the same things as the glass vase does. So some of those things would be pretty easy to do both of.
Okay.
Okay, but they're both really cool. So you can check that out and see what you want to make.
All right. I will do that.
Oh,
Wait, let me guess. Google Classroom.
You've got
Arts and crafts.
Yes.
Cool.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
Next.
And then the last thing that we need to do for this is you need to start a collection of recycled items from your home that could be reused as craft projects. So items that you would have otherwise thrown away. Yes, yes.
Toilet paper rolls.
Yes, toilet paper rolls. Or gift
Glass
wrap.
jars.
Yep. How about lids?
Lids? What do you make with lids?
Well, you could make jewelry with them. You could paint them.
Oh. You mean like bottle caps? Or
Like
like
bottle
peanut
caps.
butter? Ah, that makes so much more sense now. Bottle caps. Okay.
You could make, you could paint the top of a peanut butter lid, though, and make a small round picture.
Okay, Yeah.
There's all sorts of kind of things you could do.
This sounds like fun.
I think you're going to have a good time with it. I think your mother's going to wish that you didn't have so much paint in her house, though.
That is probably true. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she hid all my paint.
Do you think so?
I have to ask her where she put it.
Maybe the painting would be a good thing to do outside if you can.
Yeah, it's starting to warm up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I can paint outside.
Yep. Cool.
Okay.
All right, should we go get started on this one?
Yes, I'm excited.
I'm really excited too. Okay. Shall
All
we
right.
say goodbye to everybody?
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye, friends.